So this wine, Vinhas da Marka from Quinta de Noval, is the first in the Terroir Series of wines from Quinta de Noval. The idea of the Terroir Series is for us to identify small, individual, unique parcels of vineyard capable of making wines that are among the very greatest that the Douro can produce. The Vinhas da Marka 2019 is the first of these wines, but we have already identified one or two other remarkable parcels, and there will be more great wines from these individual parcels appearing in the future in the Quinta de Noval Terroir Series. Some years ago at Quinta de Noval, we entered into a long-term relationship with the Agrelos family, with whom we have an historic relationship anyway, owners of Quinta de Marka. We did this because we believe that this 11-hectare vineyard has some of the most remarkable vineyard terroir in the Douro. And the first wine that we were able to make in 2019 from Quinta de Marka, the wine that we're going to launch now, for us confirmed absolutely our belief that this vineyard had the potential for greatness.
So it's a very old vineyard, planted around 1930, so it's just coming to a century-year-old. And it has a very particular placing on the right bank of the River Douro. It's planted between 140 to 180 meters, which is not that high, in fact, for the Douro. It has multiple varieties. We're talking over 30 varieties that we have already identified. And it's mostly west-facing, which in some cases would be bad, but not here, because we have two mountains, in fact, in front of it, so that actually shade the vineyards in the afternoon. And another particularity, other than the schistous soil, is that the soil is slightly deeper than these old, very shallow soils that we have in the Douro. That means that this vineyard in particular withstands this enormous, the heat that the Douro throws at us on a regular basis, and actually produces year after year a fascinating crop. And although low yielding, but nonetheless fascinating, we're talking of around roughly 15 hectolitres per hectare, which is quite small for the average that the Douro produces of 35 hectolitres per hectare.
And the resulting wine is extremely intense and concentrated. How big exactly is the parcel of these very old vines that went to make up this wine?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, within the 11 hectares that we have, 1.45 hectares are these very old vineyards.
So a very tiny production of something very special. I find the wine develops in the glass once you've decanted it and once you're drinking a glass, and has a sort of kaleidoscopic development where a multiplicity of aromas and tastes develop in the glass, and this is not least of the remarkable things about this wine.
Wine continuously changes once it's poured, and that's the fascinating thing about it.
Yes.
And with these old vineyards, especially this one, the wine has a remarkable finesse.
Yeah, that's one of the things that struck me about it, is that as well as this extraordinary complexity and concentration, it's very fine, it's very fresh, and it's very harmonious above all. And it's absolutely delicious to drink now. But I believe that this wine has decades of aging potential. What do you think?
So do I, absolutely.
Ah, well,
I'll toast to that.
Well, let's toast to that in that case.
Cheers.
Cheers.